What's up? It's Tice, and this is one of my clients, Joseph. He was down to his last $1,600, and we started working together. And fast forward 2 months later, and he's made $8,500 in pure profit from phone flipping. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how he made that $8,500 in profit and exactly how you could do the exact same thing. So when Joseph first joined my program, he had lost $400 on a previous phone flipping course that he bought that completely overpromised and underdelivered. So he was a little bit skeptical coming into my program. Not only that, but he just got laid off his job, so he had no money coming in, so he had to make money as soon as possible.
I want to accelerate this because this is probably like my only ticket right now because I've kind of gotten laid off and
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I know
got you.
this will work, yeah.
I got you.
But I did pay $400 as business. So after I paid, I went through the course. The thing I really needed was just access to buyers, honestly. He gave me like a link to a buyer, but then I kind of don't trust. I just don't feel I feel iffy about him. And then the only reason why I feel iffy about the buyer is because that buyer, like, if he they only pay like 5 days after you shipped. I called him yesterday and I asked him a question, and then like he said he had to go, and then he just hung up on me.
And this is...
Yeah.
How did I know?
You got
Uh,
other people like complain?
I hear this a lot, bro. But yeah, I already know who it is just by you describing it.
Oh
Um,
man. Yeah, it was very shady. I just
and since he wasted that money on the previous $400 course, he only had $1,600 in startup capital, but we made it work. So when we started working together, he was starting from scratch, $1,600, and he really didn't have any knowledge on phone flipping. He just knew exactly how it worked. So he knew, obviously, you buy the phones and then you sell it to a buyer. So the first thing we did is we just sort of started simple. So we put up flyers at local McDonald's, and then from there, once that started working and he made money from that, we started putting that money into Facebook ads. So all the phones that he got from the flyers and the Facebook ads, he sold straight to my direct buyers in the program. So flyers, Facebook ads, and direct buyers, those are the three simple things that I had him focus on. And here's the results that those three simple things got him within his first month. So I mean, how long have you been phone flipping for?
Oh, I started with your course, phone flipping, in February, uh,
Uh-huh.
early February, the 1st of February, and then so I think it's been about 2 months.
Got it. And
Yeah.
that month of February, how much capital did you start out phone flipping with?
Well, I started with $2,000, but my first few flips, I actually lost $400. So then it was like, God damn, I lost a lot of like momentum. So then I was like,
Uh-huh.
I can't. I had to let this happen with brute force. So with the $1,600, I started with. I like to say 1,600.
1,600? Okay. So that month of February, how much money did you make that month of February? How much profit?
All right. So with even all the mistakes I've made too and the losses, I was able to come out of the month with about $4,500.
$4,500 in profit?
Oh, okay. In profit, so in revenue actually, so about 2,500.
About 2,500 in profit that first month?
Yeah.
Now, by month two, he had a lot more momentum going and he had a lot more money to reinvest back into phone flipping after making $2,500 in profit. But we still stuck with the basics. We kept putting up the flyers at local McDonald's, kept running the Facebook ads at around like $20 a day. And just from those strategies, he had dozens of people reaching out to him. He had dozens of reoccurring customers, and he also met another phone flipper that started supplying him with phones. So he met that phone flipper through the Flyers, actually. But that was definitely a game changer when he met that supplier because he started giving him phones in bulk every single week. So here are his results after our second month working together. We're just finishing up March right now. It's the 29th.
Yeah.
How much did you make your second month phone flipping? How much did you make this month?
All right. So at the end of this month, so I started with $4,500 in March, the beginning of March. So now I have about $11,500 in revenue. So I probably made about 6 grand.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 grand in profit?
Yeah.
Nice. That's crazy, man. Especially for your second month. That's pretty crazy.
It is.
It's just gonna keep getting better. Now, as you guys heard, Joseph is obviously doing very well, and he's only 2 months into phone flipping, so it's only just gonna keep getting better. But it was literally just all simplicity and consistency, and he just followed the playbook that I gave him, and he just got results. Like, didn't overcomplicate it or anything, just followed the playbook, no questions asked, and clearly the results delivered. So maybe you're in the same shoes that Joseph was 2 months ago. Maybe you're a little bit skeptical. Maybe you don't have that much money to start with phone flipping, or you just don't have a clear direction on where to go, what to do, how to do it, everything like that. So if you want to work with me, you could book a call with me using the first link in the description. It'll bring you to an explainer video to see if I could help. And then from there, you could book a call with me. I clearly have a blueprint down that's working for everybody that I'm working with. So if you do just want help with this, yeah, you could click that first link. But I'm just gonna get into more stuff about what helped Joseph and some stuff like what made the biggest impact in his business. So I'm just gonna put some more clips in from the call we had, and he's just gonna give some advice to people who are starting from scratch, or you're not making that much money with phone flipping and you wanna get to that $6,000 a month range. Here's just some advice from Joseph. So for you personally, what was like your biggest hesitation before joining?
Oh, if I could remember. I was afraid I was gonna fail, honestly. I was afraid that like I wouldn't be able to find phones or because especially when I first started and then I actually made a few losses, I realized okay, it's either I give up now or I actually double down and actually get the phones. Like
Yeah, you gotta lock in real quick.
yeah, you gotta lock it.
Got it. All right, and for you personally, what do you think has made overall, what do you think has made the biggest impact for you? Was it like Facebook ads? Was it buyers? Was it what was it specifically for you that made the biggest impact and completely changed things for you?
Oh man. Okay, so it's actually a bunch of things, I would say, because it's like you have to. It's like a bunch of components that you do have to tie together before you could, you know, get like make real money. First of all, yeah, the buyer is a fix. It's a good fix because it's like, you know, you don't have to worry about posting your products and stuff like the phones and stuff and waiting. So that's a time constraint. So the buyer and the Facebook ads, the customers coming to you, you don't have to waste time negotiating with people on Facebook Marketplace. You just let buyers come to you, and then you could set the times that you want to pick up the phone. Just repeat the process, basically.
Just like the Facebook ads and the private buyers, that's been the biggest thing for you.
Yeah,
Is just having those people come to you consistently and then shipping it right to the buyer. That's basically how
yeah,
your process works.
yeah, and work in the process, like work it.
Uh,
You know,
yeah,
yeah.
got it. Okay. And how do you source your phones? Just let me
Vice
ask you
versa
that.
phones.
Yeah, like what are your strategies that you use to source phones?
Oh, in the beginning, I was first using flyers actually. I
Hmm.
would um I would type up on the flyer, cash for iPhone, crack, listed, any condition, my number, and then I would take them on McDonald boxes,
Yeah.
on the boxes like the speaker box where you like order. So um
And
that was I got
that made you what? Like, because I saw your post that made you like $700 profit your first week. That was like
yeah,
your first week and it went crazy.
it went crazy. So then with that $700, I knew that okay, it's better now to get into the Facebook ads because I know Facebook ads is definitely a beast. Like
Yeah.
you it's like software, you know, software that puts your service to thousands, tens of thousands of people to see.
Mhm.
So, and that's what you need. You need a lot of eyeballs. McDonald's does get a lot of eyeballs through the drive-through, but not as much as Facebook has. It's like,
Oh no.
yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't compare.
yeah.
So
And
that's
then,
yeah, keep going.
um, yeah, and then with Facebook Marketplace, I started with Facebook Marketplace too, but then I realized how you have to be on it all day, stuff like that.
So main way you source your phones right now is through Facebook ads and then also the flyers. So that's how you
Yeah,
basically source your phones.
yeah.
All right. I mean, is there any other thing you want to say? I mean, to anybody just starting out, any advice, anything you almost pretty much just started
Yeah.
months ago. So what is your advice for anybody just starting out?
I would say that this thing is really simple, honestly. You just break it down to the components. And the hard thing is, I think the most hardest thing is actually doing it. Like just for most people, actually, because it's like, a lot of people, a lot of things that are probably going through your mind, like, oh, man, I have to go meet with a buyer, or wait, or like, am I getting the right phone and stuff like that? And all that like just crosses your mind, and like you don't want to make mistakes, and it prevents you from moving and stuff like that. I would say just break down what needs to get done. Like for example, you have your buyer, and just know your prices that you need to get your phones at. Um, in the course, you have access to people that know how to negotiate and stuff like that, and tips and tricks, because sometimes learning how to negotiate is really important so that you could get the value at what you want to get the phone at. Um, so to negotiate with customers, I know it could be it might seem tedious, but it's actually not, because once you get it, you can repeat it on all customers.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just repeat it on all customers. So it's not that hard. There's a method to it. You can find the method in the group. Um, and just get started. I know it can seem scary that you're gonna lose money and stuff like that, but you need to spend money to make money. And I guess that's what separates successful people in whatever endeavor, actually. 'Cause,
Mhm.
and phone flip. I just went into phone flip because I knew like how easy. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube and I realized how easy it is to like get a return on investment like quick, and it's fairly simple. You just get a phone and you have a direct buyer, and
Mhm.
like the direct buyer is actually a key thing, because with the direct buyer you don't have to waste your time listing your products for someone to come around and buy it. So
Yeah.
you just get your price sheet, look at what the phones cost, and sell it, buy it at that price, and then sell it to the direct buyer, and then just keep doing that.
Uh-huh.
Keep doing that.
Yeah, you just keep recycling that process.
Yeah.
So those were just some more clips from the call that me and Joseph had. Again, if you are looking for help with this, then you can book a call. But other than that, I'll see you guys later.